Okay, my name is Jay Hunt. I am recording an assignment for PRT 266. Um, the interview with a professional in the sports industry. I interviewed with Alana Brawler, who is the assistant professional at Forsyth Country Club. She's been there for, I want to say, about 8 years or so. She couldn't really remember at the time, but she said a long time. I asked her probably about 20 to 25 questions that I will upload with this video on Moodle. But I'll start it out with I asked her, at what point in your young career did you know sports would be an area of interest for you as far as a professional standpoint. She said that she grew up a massive sports fan. She's from the Pittsburgh area. She obviously a big Steelers, Penguins, and Pirates fan. So she followed sports throughout her entire life, and she knew that she wanted to do something with that. And then I asked her a follow up question. Let's see if I can find it here. Her best working experience in the sports industry and why. And she said that, what moved her to Forsyth Country Club was the weather. She wanted to get down kind of more towards a warmer climate. Um, and she said, working at Forsyth Country Club, and she got more active in the Carolinas golf section. She is a representative for all the female professionals, both nationally and in just the section of North Carolina and South Carolina. So that was her most rewarding experience in her young career, and that's why she's choosing to stay in it. We then moved on to who her mentor was and why. I love this question because you can really tell who a person is by who they look up to. And mentors are huge, especially in the PGA of America. She said Judy Alvarez, which was kind of interesting because Judy Alvarez is very, very big in a an organization called PGA Hope, which basically helps veterans get back on their feet. Me being a senior in the professional golf management program, um, I want to take more of a corporate step in my career. I don't necessarily want to be at a green grass facility, which she actually transitioned that opposite way. But so I'm stepping more towards PGA Hope. She works very closely with Judy Alvarez, who runs the PGA Hope program. So it was kind of a nice little connection that we had just there. And she's been very heavily involved with Judy and helping these veterans get back on their feet, which is something I'm passionate about. Which kind of led me to kind of a next question that kind of came out of nowhere, but not out of nowhere, but it came up in the topic of conversation of how I could potentially help her out in the future. And I think that we're going to make more steps together, Alana and myself and Judy, to try to get the program a little bit more involved at NC State, especially in the PGM and the sport management program. And then I kind of asked her a few typical questions of, how does she spend most of her time throughout the day, which led to that whole, us being similar in a standpoint of kind of wanting to work more on the corporate side. She said she does a lot of teaching, a lot of lessons, but she also kind of sits in the back and does more of the administrative work for the head golf professional, which is John Faley. So she kind of understood that corporate mentality that I had. She just said that she was working in the sports industry for the section, which is definitely more of a corporate setting. And she said she wanted to get out from behind the desk a little bit more, and her working at Forsyth Country Club gives her that option, which is very relatable. I've done 16 months of internships at green grass facilities um, all along the East Coast, and I'm a little bit opposite in that stance. So we talked about me transitioning more into a corporate role, and all this is actually extremely exciting because all of our talk, it lasted about probably 20 to 30 minutes, but our entire talk actually led me to making a connection with what I am now hired as a sales representative for Bridgestone, and she helped me get that job. So overall, this assignment has been honestly life changing because me being a senior, I now have a new connection in Winston-Salem. I she helped me get the job that I have now, which is a sales intern with Bridgestone Golf. Um, we discussed mentors, and we were able to find common ground on Judy Alvarez and PGA Hope, and Alana is going to be a part of the NC State PGM program's partnership with PGA Hope. She's going to help us out with that. She's going to get me more in touch with Judy Alvarez. So overall, this assignment was fantastic. I never expected to get this much out of it. I'm sure some students will not get as much out of it, but I did find that if you ask questions, sometimes they're a little bit cheesy and sometimes they're not, but if you ask questions, you can gain knowledge and connections and build your network even more. And I definitely feel like I have gained a connection within the industry, not just green grass facilities, but corporate as well. So I gained a job offer, I gained a mentor, I gained a new partnership with someone who's very high up in an organization that I care about, PGA Hope. And overall, it was a fantastic assignment. So thank you.